And welcome back. This is the fourth video of the F65 Challenge YouTube series. I don't know, it's been a long time. We're coming to you live on Monday, September 16th. You're not watching live, but if you somehow are, let us know how you're doing that because my door is shut and I don't see anyone on Nick's screen. I'm your host, Brian Brooks, here with the commissioner, the big brain man himself, Nick Moore.
Yeah, Brooks, it would be pretty disturbing if somebody was watching this live. But hey, hopefully in the future, we don't have a very big budget yet, but we're working on it. Hopefully we can grow the crowd, right, and get off of the, maybe into the double digits of subscribers here.
For those angel investors out there, we're going if our growth potential is unlimited. You cannot calculate it. So think about throwing some of those angel VC dollars our way.
Well, Brooks, I know we're going off script here, but it could not have fit in any better. But I'm holding here a mystery football kit from Surprise Shirts. Not a sponsor, could be a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, could be.
Not a sponsor, could be. And I think I'm going to open this bad boy up and see what we got. I've got my Carlos the Fifth letter opener from Spain. My cousin Tyler in the league will know all about this thing.
And I'm just going to pretend that's Carlos Tevez.
Carlos Tevez. Okay, so it's pretty nice. I got a little, I don't know, postcard.
Thank you postcard. Okay.
You cannot get any indication through here. Oh my God, this is crazy. Can you see what team it is there, Brooks?
I can't. But since you've ruined it, or since it's ruined for you, is it a top 5 league?
It is. It is Everton's third kit from last season. Actually, this is a pretty decent shirt here.
It's a nice shirt with a terrible sponsor and unfortunately an even worse team. But
nothing on the back here, but yeah, this is Hummel's branded, so I didn't get any of that nasty Castor for the season, so that's pretty good.
We could not have planned that much better. It really could not have been. That's a good looking kit.
Yeah, so we're going to just don this guy here for the rest of the video. And Brooks, if I'll sell it to you for 50 pounds.
I'm getting killed on that exchange rate.
Yeah, and let's see. They give you a little bit of background here, so maybe you'll know some of this. Their nickname is the Toffees. Everton wore this gray third shirt in the 23-24 season when they finished 15th. A positive outcome after having a 10-point deduction from breaching the league's financial fair play.
Let's hope that 50 pounds I send you is going into Everton's transfer budget because God knows we need it.
Oh boy. Well, that was actually I could not be more happy with that. So Surprise Shirts, thank you for that. And yeah, if you ever want to sponsor us, just hit us up.
Hit us up. So why don't we get into we're off script, but let's get into the season so far. We just finished week 4 of the current season. Some up and down weeks. I can tell you that my first week, I thought, oh boy, I'm gonna have to be wild carding for this challenge, and we're on a bit of an upturn. How are you feeling about the league so far?
Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how the league's turned out. It's a little bit bigger than it has been in years past, which is always nice to see. I think there's been some other people thinking about wild cards. I can tell you that Adam Carlson did wild card in the past week here, so he hit the button early and switched his team up. So there's at least one wild card already been fired here this year.
All right. I'm as you might be able to see on our screen here, through 4 weeks, we've got the Dune Sharks. They're in first place with a healthy 311 points, but they did not take home the weekly high score. That belongs to Secunda Forever, Robo Jamie. It might be Pat Miller. I think one person may get this reference. Maybe not. Probably no one actually.
No, one person gets it. He's just also co-hosting.
Yeah, well, there we go. Um, yeah, in third place overall, we've got the White Hart Wanderer. Sitting with 277. Just
Boys, baby.
Team Wiesbrock sitting in fourth. We've got myself in fifth, jumping over the high line of Sean Newland. Take that, Newland. Then we've got Brighton, Team Brighton, Revenge of the Birds. Adam Zingheim, Tyler Soth, maybe the only person I don't know in this.
That is my cousin, and it's pronounced Soth. So
Apologies.
we'll edit that out in
We
post.
totally will edit that out in post. The old onion bag himself sitting in 10th. Jacob Waltz with a league low 29 points. And look at that, Ross. You might be in last overall, but you're not last this week.
And I just want to take a shout out here to Ross. He did join the league a week late, and we appreciate him giving us even numbers here so that everything worked out well. So he does have a steep hill to climb here in the league. But as we turn the page here in the next couple of weeks to the F65 challenge, everybody is in the same boat. Zeros across the board.
Zeros across the board. We not much of a stat for you, but we've got some captain counts for you in case you were wondering how everyone's treating their captain situation.
Well, and this was one of the things, Brooks, for this year is it does feel like there's been a lot of people that have been scoring, like, pretty tight clusters at the top, with the exception of the Dune Sharks, who's got a little bit of an early lead. But up until this last week, it was a pretty even split between Holland and Salah in terms of captain picks, and it's been pretty even. Going one or the other hasn't really had a big impact until week 4, when obviously Holland got a brace. He needed one more goal to be the first ever player with 3 back-to-back hat tricks, right? Whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
But the interesting data I thought was 3 people have captained Saka over, and this is, so I think it's one person has captained Saka all 3 weeks.
Okay.
But like, this is data for, if because the 2 for Itzhak there was week 1, when it wasn't really sure what was going on, and Newcastle, I think, were playing Southampton, right? The newly promoted team. So 2 people had Itzhak. How do you say his name?
Isak.
Alexander.
I think it's Isak.
Isak. Very Norwegian or Swedish. Swedish. So, and yeah, ever since, it's about half of the teams have had Holland as their captain, which has been, almost a set it and forget it situation so far.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of those players. Looking at this, the surprise to me is that we have Kai Havertz with the equal amount of captains as Saka. I don't get that one, but maybe that's why I'm not in first place. I don't know who did that. I don't know if they're sitting in first place, but that one just doesn't make sense to me.
Let's take 5 seconds, and I will tell you that the person that is captaining Havertz has done it every week that they've been in the league.
Oh no. Well, maybe that says all there needs to that's all that needs to be said then. If you've been paying attention, that should be kind of obvious who that is.
Yep. But anyway, I mean, I think I'm excited for the season. It's been a good start. And really what this video is all about, Brooks, is the group stage draw, to figure out who's playing who as we take on the inaugural F65 challenge.
That's correct.
So maybe, I don't know if you've got the pots video or thing on screen here.
Yep, I'm bringing it over. Yeah, so we're looking here. We've got pot 1, which is Nick Moore, the Champions Path League in the Cup. Sean Newland in the finals path from the Cup. We've got my Aiden League Path runner-up, and myself in the League Path, the 4th place team. Then in pot 2, Adam Carlson, Michael Bogert, Jimmy Wiesbrock, or Jamie Quinn. You know what? I can't speak. So I'm not gonna. There we go. Then coming in pot 3, In the battle royale, we've got Adam Zingheim, Tyler Soth, Jacob Waltz, and then scrolling on down, we've got Ross Sullivan.
Yeah.
If you want, is there anything more you'd like to add to these pots?
Yeah, the only thing I'd like to add here, right, is we've got 3 pots just to kind of split everybody out, but there are going to be 2 groups of 6 each. So what we'll do is the first name will come out of pot 1, and that'll be team 1 in group A, and then the next 2 will be team 1 and 2 of B, and then we'll kind of just do a snake. And yeah, that'll set everything up for
All
us.
right. So,
So
given the audience here a peek behind the scenes, I've got the Group A and B standings here. Nick will be editing these in real time as on my other screen. I'll be spinning a wheel. And I'm just going to tell him team 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then he'll coordinate that based on the pots. So, Nick, what pot are we starting with?
I'd like to do something a little odd, right? The Champions League always starts at the top and works its way down. And here at F65, we do things a little different.
That we
So
do.
we're not even going to start at the bottom. We're going to start right in the middle. Let's
Ooh,
hit pot 2.
pot 2. All right, pot 2 coming up. First spin out of pot 2 is team number 4.
That is Jamie Quintanilla, first one out of the bag here. So we'll get him as he is Team C in Group A. Welcome to Group A, Jamie.
Welcome to Group A. No one can see this, but my other screen is playing music and a video celebration for Team 4. So, again, in post, we'll have to add that in. But we're spinning the wheel again. And we're going. Oh, it's on the line. It's over the line. It's team number 2.
That is the current leader in the league, Michael Bogart. He is going to be Team C in Group B.
So we've had team 4, we've had team 2. We can only spin team 1 or team 3 now. Spinning that wheel. Very suspenseful. Team number 4.
Can we do Team 4?
We did. We're spinning that wheel again.
Oh, I thought you can't you do it where you take it out after you spin?
I can't figure that out on the fly. What did I say? Team 1.
Team 1. All right. Adam Carlson, better known as Bieber to some, is going to be in Group B with Michael Bogart. And that means James Wiesbrock, better known as Jimmy, will be joining Jamie Quintanilla in Group A as Team D.
Nice. All right.
So now, Brooks, do you want to go up top or down low? The newbies.
Well, do we have a coin?
I've got a dice.
Dice. All right. Evens, we go top. Odds, we go bottom.
All right. That is an 18. Evens, we're going up top.
All right. Spinning that wheel.
I mean, I don't know if you've watched any of the coverage for the Champions League, but they did not do it in their old way because of this newfangled Swiss model. But it's like, this is how much computing power you need for the F65. It is not just a, grab something out of a hat here.
No, the technical, computations that need to be done that we can't show you for legal reasons is, it's breathtaking. But the wheel spun, and the wheel is to spit out Team 4.
Team 4, that is Brian Brooks, is going to be Team A in Group A.
All right, Team 4 off the board. Next on the list, Team 1.
Team 1, that is myself, joining Bogart and Carlson in Group B.
All right, 1 and 4 off the board.
So we've got last year's Cup runner-up and last year's League runner-up remaining.
Team 2.
Team 2, that is Aiden Boyle. He will be joining me in Group B. While Sean Newland, the Highline himself, joins you in Group A.
This table, as it stands, might be the only time we see another Everton over Liverpool finish here. So we're just gonna enjoy it while we can. So that puts us on to the newbies.
Hey, we've got a new Everton fan in the house. So
Until
throw
I
up the coffee, whatever the hell that
up
means.
the toughies. Until I see Pip wearing that jersey, it don't mean much. Spinning that wheel for the last group here.
We've started off with team 4 both times. If it happens again, I'm going to be pissed.
Well, prepare to be happy. Team 1.
Team 1, that is Adam Zingsheim joining you and Newland, along with Jamie and Jimmy in Group A.
Spinning the wheel. Team 2.
Team 2, that is Tyler Soth joining myself. That makes it easy. I'll give him a bunch of crap, get some crap talking out of the way.
All right.
And beat him a couple times here when we play each other in the group stage.
And the last spin of the wheel. Wow, team 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, 1, 2, 3. So that is Jacob Waltz joining Group B, putting Ross Sullivan in Group A. So there you have it. That is the initial group standings. And if you want to talk through maybe some initial thoughts and reactions, Brooks, I will build the weekly schedule here so that by the end of this call, you'll know who you play in game week 5.
Yeah, initial thoughts. We've got 4 people from we've got 4 current members of Cones of Dunshire. No, sorry. Yeah, 4 current members and 2 formers with an even split. So that's kind of funny. We could have almost had an entire Cones of Dunshire group. So that I'm just looking for looking for weird quirks like that. I don't know. James and Jamie in the same group. I don't know. That speaks to me. I don't know why. I think that's a budding rivalry of people who don't are probably trash talking each other in a private server. I don't know. So we've got what if I'm looking at group B here, we've got yourself, we got Spurs, we've got Aiden, Brighton, Bogart was Liverpool, was he not?
That is correct. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
he and Newland are buddies, and I don't know what Liverpool fans do, but they're doing Liverpool
they're doing
things.
Liverpool things. Carlson, Adam Bieber is Arsenal. Tyler, I'm not familiar with him. I don't know who he supports.
So, just quick little backstory. He grew up, spent some of his formative years in Madrid. He and his family lived over in Spain for a while. So he's a big Real Madrid fan.
Mm.
Um, but I think he supports Ipswich on his Football Manager save.
All right.
So I think he's following them this year.
Ipswich. Well, and then Jacob again, Chelsea. You know, no one's perfect. And then yeah, going back up to Group A, we've got myself, Everton, then Newland with Liverpool. Jamie, I think him and James are both just USM&T fans, so I think by default that makes them Fulham fans.
Jamie is on the Coys wagon.
Uh,
But he is, a soft supporter, right?
Soft, yeah.
Soft
He's got
supporter.
a soft love for those Tottenham cocks, or that could there's something to workshop there. Yeah, Jimmy is definitely USM&T though. Again, Adam, I believe, is Tottenham as well. There's too many of you, and Ross, United. There's a waterfall joke about how many, but I'm not smart enough to make it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm coming up on the schedule here. Just putting some final touches.
Great.
Well, I say final, but
I'll
I've
keep.
got the order.
I'll keep riffing. Do we need to look at the season schedule or the weekly schedule?
It's going to be the weekly schedule, and you can see it kind of filled in as we go here.
All right. Yeah, so we've just tuned in over to the game week 5 schedule. As you can see, we've got myself versus Ross right off the bat. I think those dates are wrong though. Up top, September 14th, 15th. I think those just happened.
That was my bad. Let's go to next week.
But
21, 22.
again, if you're looking for an unpaid internship, there's maybe some college credit that can be had here. No promises.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can probably uh, reach out to Phoenix University or maybe New Hampshire Institute, NHIU. What's that one?
I don't know.
I
NHIU,
think
that's
they're
a new
all
one to
online.
me. Yeah.
All right, so now we got to do Group B because, of course,
Yep.
this thing is happening real fast.
So as he's throwing that together again, looking at this matchup for Group A, myself versus Ross, I'd like to think that that's given where Ross has been in the standings, and I think his disdain for FPL, that I'm hoping is a win. Newland versus Adam. I'm just gonna bring up the standings as we've currently got them. Newland sits in fifth. Adam is in eighth, so that looks like it could be an even matchup. It looks like they're only about 5 points separate this week, about 19 points overall. So something there for sure. Jamie in second and Jimmy in fourth. That's a sneaky good matchup. I think that those two will be battling for that top spot, which would not have been my preseason predictions. Sorry,
Oh
not
man,
sorry.
I fucked up. I was doing match day 2 here for Group B. Group A should be good to go. Group B, we gotta rework Group B real quick. All
Well,
right,
this
I had it
is well again. This is the I can't overstate how much power is needed for this supercomputer to
I'm pretty sure
compensate.
I just got excited because I thought I was playing Tyler in week 1 and I was going to give him some crap, but I was on match day 2. So apologies.
Well, yeah.
And here we go. This is official. These are the matchups for game week 5, but that is the first in group play for the F65
All right.
challenge.
Well, I've given my initial reactions. I've kind of I've got some insights here on Group A. I don't have as much of a feel for your group, so why don't you give us your initial reaction here and tell us what you're thinking about Group B?
Yeah, I mean, I got to tell you right off the bat, I'm excited to have a couple of different showdowns. Aiden and Tyler, and specifically, right? I got my cousin, and I got the guy that took my spot on Cones of Dunshire after I retired from the team. So I gotta prepare for those guys. But I think really the dark horse here is Bogart. You cannot ignore the way he started the season. He's opening up a little bit of a lead here. We're all playing catch up, and we'll see what happens. Right? Adam Carlson just used his wild card, so maybe he's got something up his sleeve here in week 1, and he can nip the current leader. But overall, I think we've got a pretty strong group. Um, I'd say they're about even, which is what you want to see when you're doing a group draw, right?
You
But
you do, but doesn't everybody love a group of death?
yeah, and yeah, I guess we'll have to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I'm
But
not I'm not sure we can call Bogart a dark horse with him leading the league, but yeah, I think he's got to be the favorite.
well, I guess I mean dark horse in that he was he was in pot 2, right? And so he came out of pot 2, but obviously the way that this competition works, he's playing well in his league, but he was in pot 2 from last year's performance, so that's why I've got him as a dark horse. He's playing well this year.
Fair enough. Um, well, unless I'm missing something, I think that's all we've got for today.
Yeah, I guess the only thing I want to add in here before we hit the old dusty trail is um, to just review exactly how this thing is going to go down. Um, we will have group stages in 2 weeks back to back. So game week 5 and game week 6 are going to be match days 1 and 2. Then we'll have a little bit of a break, and the schedule for that is, through most of our emails and stuff. But basically, pool play will end in FPL game week 22.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, the top 4 people in each will advance to the quarters. And then the quarters, semis, and finals / third place game are all going to be a 2-legged tie. So we're not doing any of that bull crap where once you get to the finals, you play one game, because this is the F65 challenge, Brooks.
Yes, it is. It's the game within the game within the game.
Yep. And so that will conclude in FPL game week 35 will be the finals of the F65 challenge. The next week, FPL game week 36 will be the quarterfinals of the League Cup, which is the in-house, whatever, knockout competition. So we dovetail the F65 game within a game within a game, so that it kind of also helps build up towards the end of the year as the league race will be heating up, or I guess not heating up, should be coming to a close. But as the in-game cup really starts heating up. So,
All right. Well, this one is run long. So if you've gotten this far, hit that like button, drop us a subscribe, help us get that YouTube ad revenue, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.
cheers.